You know that feeling, right? That endless hunt for the one perfect productivity tool, the one that's gonna finally organize your entire life. You pour hours into setting it all up, building these amazing dashboards, and then you actually try to use it, and it's slow, or it's buggy, or just way too complicated. It's a frustration that a lot of us know way too well.
And yeah, that frustration, it can get intense. I mean, this quote from a user on Reddit, it just perfectly captures that moment when you hit a breaking point with one of the biggest tools out there. And that tension, right? The gap between what a tool promises and what it actually delivers, that's exactly what we're going to get into today. So in one corner, you've got Notion, the all-in-one powerhouse that promises to be your second brain. And in the other corner, you have Workflowy, a tool that is just laser-focused on one thing: speed and simplicity. You're looking at two completely different philosophies here, and today we're going to put them head to head.
All right, so first up, Notion. And you can't deny the appeal, right? Millions and millions of people have been drawn to this incredible promise of building your entire digital universe inside of one single app. So what's the big idea here? Well, at its core, Notion's philosophy is actually pretty simple, but it's wildly ambitious. The goal is to be the one tool that replaces everything else. We're talking your to-do lists, your project manager, your company wiki, your personal journal, all of it, living together in one big interconnected space. It's a really powerful vision.
And this is where things get kinda wild. Just look at the sheer scale of Notion's universe. You can literally embed a live mural board right next to a Loom video, sitting on top of an interactive Google map. I mean, with support for over 1,900 different domains, you can basically pull any piece of the internet you want directly onto your pages. It keeps all your context in one spot. But, and this is a big but, here's the paradox. All of that immense, all-encompassing power can come at a really steep price. For a lot of users, a growing number in fact, the cracks in Notion's universe are becoming impossible to ignore, and it's leading to some serious frustration.
So one of the biggest complaints you'll hear? Performance. As YouTuber Dimitri Panici points out here, the big feature updates, the very things that are supposed to make the app better, often kick off these crippling lag spikes that can last for weeks. It just brings productivity to a grinding halt for entire teams.
And then there's the whole issue of unfulfilled promises. The community was so excited for a two-way Google Calendar sync. It was announced in a beta way back in March of 2022. And since then, crickets, radio silence. For a company valued at $10 billion, leaving a core feature just twisting in the wind for years, that really doesn't sit right with people.
And oh man, it gets worse, especially on your phone. This quote from a Notion user, it's honestly terrifying. They're describing coming back to their notes and finding entire paragraphs, even parts of sentences have just vanished. This isn't just a small bug, it's a catastrophic failure for a tool that's supposed to be a reliable second brain. So you start to put all the pieces together, the lag, the data loss, the broken embeds, those long delayed features, and suddenly Notion's big promise feels like it's built on a pretty shaky foundation. Okay, so now let's completely switch gears and look at the polar opposite. Let's look at the philosophy championed by Workflowy, which you can really sum up in just 3 words: fast, focused, and frictionless. So everything, and I mean everything, about the Workflowy experience is built around this one core idea: frictionless capture. It's all about getting rid of every single barrier between you having a thought and you getting it written down. The whole point is to make capturing an idea so ridiculously easy that you never lose it just because you were fumbling with an app. And this isn't just some abstract idea. It's baked right into the tool. Think about it. You're on a walk. You can just dictate a note straight to your watch. You're cleaning out your inbox. You can forward an email and have it pop up right into task list. Or you could be in any other app on your computer, hit a keyboard shortcut, and instantly capture a thought. You don't even have to have Workflowy open. And listen to this, because it's a night and day difference from the Notion experience we just talked about. The feeling here isn't about flashy features or infinite customization. It's all about one thing: reliability. It's simple, it's fast, and the most important part, it just works. I mean, look at this. When you put these two user experiences right next to each other, the difference is just stark. On one side, you have a Notion user dealing with the completely unacceptable reality of their data just disappearing. And on the other, a workflow user praising the app for being exactly what Notion isn't: fundamentally faster and way more reliable. So, after looking at these two totally different approaches, what's the takeaway here? How on earth do you choose which digital brain is the right one for you? Well, it actually comes down to a single critical trade-off. This pretty much breaks it all down. Look, if you're building a complex system like a shared wiki for your team, or maybe you're a student building this massive personal knowledge base, Notion's flexibility is just unmatched. But you have to be willing to live with the performance issues. Now, if you're a writer who needs to capture ideas the second they pop into your head, or a manager who's constantly building meeting agendas, or really just anyone who puts rock-solid reliability first, Workflowy is probably your champion. You just have to be okay with the fact that its focused feature set, well, it doesn't do everything.
So in the end, it all just comes down to this one question. As you're out there looking for that perfect tool to organize your life and your work, you just have to decide what you value most. Are you willing to sacrifice speed for incredible power, or are you willing to trade a universe of features for flawless, simple execution? The answer to that is going to tell you everything you need to know.